I want us to be realistic with ourselves right now. You are not addicted to love, but rather you are addicted to being needed. And that is why every time you tell yourself never again, you keep on finding yourself with the same people that hurt you. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about why and how you can break free from it. Why do you keep choosing the wrong people? It is because you have this feeling that when it comes to love, that you are not lucky. But I want you to know that there is a pattern, and every pattern have roots. And one of the biggest reasons is what is called trauma bond. Trauma bond is when your brain connects love with pain. For example, as a child, maybe you have these parents that often fight themselves. They often quarrel, but later you see them showing love to themselves. So when you grow up, you now have this mentality that love is supposed to be endured, that pain is part of love. In short, you have this feeling that pain is the love maybe. And so you are in a relationship where it hurts you, but it feels normal because you have this mentality about love being endured. But I want you to know that real love is not supposed to hurt you. When the love hurts you, it's no longer love anymore. It's rather a wound. Now, let us talk about people pleasing trap. This is the next thing that makes you to always choose the wrong people. There is a mentality that your value comes from what you do for others and not what you are. And so you become the fixer, you become the rescuer, you become the giver. But let me shock you, the people that you rescue, you fix, and you give, they cannot reciprocate. They cannot give you genuine love. But I want you to know that you being the rescuer, you being the fixer, you being the giver, it is not love. When it comes from only you, it becomes self-abandonment in disguise. We mistake it to be love. Oh, when you give a lot, when you fix a lot, when you rescue a lot, you have love. But what about you? You've abandoned yourself. I want you not to misinterpret this. Do not call self-abandonment love. You do matter. Your needs matter. So you don't have to please others and displease yourself. And that is why the Bible said that love your neighbor as yourself. You have to love yourself first. When once the love is making you to abandon yourself, is making you to forget about your own self, it is no longer love anymore, but rather it is called self-abandonment. The third reason why you keep loving the wrong people is emotional neglect and its silent damage. This is where your feelings and emotions are invisible. They are not important. You have to bury them because that is the only way that you'll be seen as a strong person. And so this silence, this act of you burying your feelings and emotions is really teaching you a lesson. And what is it teaching you? It is teaching you that Love is supposed to be earned. You're supposed to earn love, and that your feelings does not really matter. And so you have to bury your feelings. You have to bury your emotions because they don't matter. And what you hustle for is for you to earn love, meaning you have to work hard for you to earn love. You are not supposed to be loved naturally. Now, knowing all these things, how can you really break free from this circle? The only way for you to get your freedom is through awareness. You really need to have this awareness or consciousness that when it comes to love, it is not because you have bad luck, but rather it is conditioning. And then you really need to ask yourself these important questions. Number one, is this relationship peaceful, or you are just chasing after approval? Then the second question that you really need to ask yourself is, are you staying in this relationship because you are being loved, or you are in this relationship because you are scared of being alone? These are important questions that you really need to ask yourself. The truth is, love that you need to shrink yourself, love that makes you small, love that makes you to be anxious is not really love. Love that will drain you is not really love, but rather, real love is the one that will make you to feel safe, steady, and free. That is the kind of love you deserve. And I want you to know that love is not about pain. This is very important. Love is not all about pain. And if the love is hurting you, and if the love bleeds you, and if the love makes you to be in pain, this is no longer called love, but it is rather called wound. And I want you to know that you deserve something better. You are worthy of being loved. You are worthy of being adored. And so I don't want you to shrink. I don't want you to be fixing the love. I don't want you to prove yourself before you can be loved. I want you to know that if you are to shrink yourself, if you are to fix this love on a daily basis, if this love demands you to always prove yourself, let me tell you, this is not the kind of love you deserve. You deserve something better. And if you are tired of being hurt and you are ready to choose yourself, I want you to subscribe to Simplicity in Peak channel. I have other great content in this channel. I want you to check them out and watch them. Give this video a like. Share this video with someone. Do not just keep it to yourself. I am Dora Bob, and if this video really makes sense to you, I want to see you in my next video.